I pay $90 for a Bible, I'm going to heaven, like, off the top.
Or if it's Donald Trump's Bible, you might go somewhere else.
Okay. I mean, look, a regular Bible will set you back $5, $10, maybe 20.
20, you
Three,
get the
actually,
zipper, you
on
get a nice
Amazon. You
Bible.
can get it for
The
$3
nice
on
Bibles.
Amazon.
Let's just start with the very beginning of this, which was this Oklahoma decision to have to mandate Bibles in school.
Yes.
Oklahoma students are struggling so much with math and reading and writing right now, as are lots of students across the United States because of being left behind because of the pandemic and limited resources in education at this point. The idea that we are now mandating the Bible be taught in school, darn the separation of church and state, and I am a Republican and I own a Bible, I can tell you this is not going on the right track. When I first heard this, I thought, okay, he's trying to make a move to get this to the Supreme Court, right? He's going to try and litigate this and make this a big case. But now that I'm seeing this Bible play on it, not only did I not like it in the first place, because if we're not teaching our students how to be competitive in the global economy, we are not serving our students at all. And that can also mean STEM, it can mean career technical training, it can mean any number of things. But the Bible's on top of it. I don't like any of it. Teach kids what they need to know to succeed in America.
And
This
also
isn't
don't,
hard.
And also don't try, I think the part of it where it's been amazing. I mean, it's the shoes, it's the Bibles. He's got $100,000 watches. I mean, I've never seen a presidential candidate, let alone a former president, doing this kind of thing where essentially it's just.
I mean,
hold on,
are we talking about him making this is his livelihood? No.
I'm just saying,
This is a president.
in the midst of him running for
This is a
president,
president
he's
who
doing all
gave
of
up
this.
his
It's just
salary.
unusual.
He gave up his $400,000 salary and he gave it to charity.
Yeah, that's cool.
So he's not doing this for $5, $6.
Oh, yeah,
Come
because
on.
Trump don't do nothing for money. You're right.
No.
He just want to
He
give it
doesn't
all
care about
away.
money
He's
at all.
Andrew
For $5,
Carnegie. You're right.
but
No,
money.
but look, here's what
Not
I'm
$5.
saying. I mean,
It's $60.
Hang on.
we're not talking enough about the fact that, and I don't know what cut Trump gets from these things. I don't know how much Lee Greenwood gets, right? I know this. This is money going from the state to him in some form or fashion. We can't just roll our eyes and shrug that off. That is crazy to stop
Bomani,
and
I
think
think we're
about.
setting the stage here that he's doing this money for him. We don't know that, but yet we're
He's getting some
insinuating
cut of it.
that it's money
Well,
for
let me
him.
ask you a
Do
question.
you
Let me
really
ask
think
you- let me
that
ask you- let me
President
ask you this
Trump
question
needs
sincerely.
money from a Bible
Why-
for him?
Then
But
let
why
the
do
other
you-
Bibles in.
I mean,
Wait, I guess
that's not President Trump's
Abel,
choice. That's the state.
Hang on.
That's
if he
the
didn't-
education department
if
from the state of
Trump didn't
Oklahoma.
need the money, then why does he bother to hawk all of these things? I think you're right.
Well, I mean,
I think you're right. Trump is extremely wealthy. He has a lot of money.
Yes.
But he is selling shoes.
Look what he did over there
and-
with the hurricane
and
on
watches
GoFundMe,
and
$60 million.
Bibles.
If I can play
GoFundMe,
devil's
other people's
advocate
money.
here, the man also sells
He's raising
steak
it.
and
He's raising
But
it.
it's other
wine.
people. Hold on, you can't say he's so rich and then say he raised money on the GoFundMe.
We don't know how
to
much
show
he's
me how
given
rich he
Bomani, but
is.
I'm sure he's given money. We don't know that.
Let's remember two things. Let's remember two things.
Devil's
He
advocate
also-
here,
Hold on,
though.
Maria. Let me let Erin
Yeah,
finish because she
to
was
be
trying
clear, this is not the only thing Donald Trump sells. He has been a businessman. It has been wine and champagne and steaks and hats and shirts and bath bombs and soaps. This is not new for Donald Trump. So while this might be different because he is a former president, if you put it in the more totality of who Donald Trump is as a person, as a businessman, you can at least give it a little bit more.
But don't you think he
sense.
should at least pause it while he's running for president?
Listen, I've never seen a candidate
is-
sell
thi- thi-
and
this
do
is-
this in this fashion before, but
Th-
Donald
this
Trump
is
does
just-
plenty of things I've
it's,
seen.
It's
other
incredibly
candidates do.
unseemly because this is money, this is taxpayer money.
Yes.
And to your point, Aaron, the state superintendent is in trouble because he has not gotten inhalers to the children in Oklahoma that suffer from asthma. And instead, he's now going to spend this money on $60 Bibles for Donald Trump. That's insidious.
Maria, we're talking
Do you
about
think that's good
Bibles in
government?
Oklahoma. We're talking about Bibles in
Do you
Oklahoma.
think that's good government?
that people can't even feed their
Do
families
you
at
think
home.
that's
Let's
good
talk about
government?
jobs.
Do you
What's
think
that?
that's good government?
I actually
That's
think,
not my. That's
Abel,
Oklahoma.
That's a great point.
That's Oklahoma.
That's a great point. People are struggling.
They're
in this country.
struggling.
Shouldn't the government be spending?
And we're talking about $5,
shouldn't-
$40 Bibles.
Yeah. Shouldn't the government be spending its money on
But that's
helping
not
those
us,
people?
Abby.
And
That's
on
the state of
inhalers?
Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
That's the state of
But
Oklahoma.
you used to be a state legislator.
Yes.
So can you answer that
I
question?
mean, as a state legislator in California, that would never happen. But in Oklahoma, that's a whole different state. That's just the way
because
it is,
it's
Maria.
Trump, it's okay.
No,
And
it's
essentially,
not.
it's what you're
Trump is-
saying.
Are you kidding
That's
me?
what you're saying.
This guy
Anything that
President
Trump
Trump
does,
got
you can
$400,000 a year. He donated, and you think he's worried about making a little bit of money on the
Even
Bible?
if it's not him, all I'm going to say is no Republican's ever going to balance the budget buying $60 Bibles.
Right.
That's what y'all be
It's
talking
Right.
about.
Let's talk
bad.
about jobs. Let's talk about.
Insidious government.
Balance the
Bad
budget.
government.
It's like we're back in the Paul Ryan era of politics.
Okay, all right,
I don't
Roy.
understand. Like, if Trump has a right to sell the Bibles, fine, sell the Bibles. But don't tell me that this is a good idea by the state to do. And if you're going to do it, then buy the $5 Bible, buy the used Bible, go to the Motel 6, steal Bibles out the drawers. Nobody steal the Bibles. Nobody uses
no
those
stealing of
Bibles.
the
Okay.
Bibles.
No, but I think
Ask the hotel if you can borrow the Bible and
then
don't bring
never
it
No,
back.
but I think but I think the point we need to make here is that we're leaving the impression that it's the Trump Bible and he's making money off the Bible and it's all he's. It's not that.
Then what
It
is
is the
it?
Trump
with
Bible.
that.
What is it?
And
Why do you
of course
think?
he's
Why do you
making
think
money
they
off of
specified
it.
the Trump Bible?
Of course
I
of
mean,
it.
I mean,
The
Wait,
two
wait,
things you
hold
just
on,
said
hold on,
are
hold
not
on.
true.
We once again, sorry, we have to go. But I just to be clear, I mean, they have not explicitly said it's the Trump Bible, but there's only one Bible that qualifies, and it is the Trump Bible, A. And B, Trump has endorsed it and is getting a cut from it. So the fact,
We
those
don't
are
know that. We
those
don't
are the
know what the
facts.